Hello everyone. Welcome to Brain Blitz Audios. Today we will be looking at a Mathdoku puzzle and how to solve a 5x5 puzzle in an easy manner. Please do watch our introduction episode to know more about Mathdoku. Now, this is our method to solve a 5x5 puzzle. So the objective is to fill the grid in with the digits 1 through 5. First, we'll identify the cages and mark them as A, B, C, etc. Second, we'll note down the options available for each cage operation. Third, if there is only one option, then we mark it on the puzzle. And fourth, choose the option from others which meets the criteria to complete the puzzle. Now, this is our first Mathdoku puzzle. Let's name the cages. This will be cage A, cage B, cage C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Now, as cage A and cage D are similar, they will have the same options. So for cage A and cage D, there are two cells and the operation is subtraction. And after subtracting, our result must be 1. So the options are for a 5x5 puzzle: 5 minus 4, 4 minus 3, 3 minus 2, and 2 minus 1. Now similarly, cage B and cage H are similar, so they will have the same options. Now for both of these cages, they have two cells and the operation is subtraction. After subtracting, our result must be 3. So the options are 4 minus 1 and 3 minus 2. Now cage C and cage L are the same, so they will have the same options. So they both have two cells and the operation is division. So after dividing, our result must be 2. So the only options are 4 divided by 2 and 2 divided by 1. Cage D is already gone, and now we'll look at cage E and cage J as they are similar. Now both of these cages have two cells and the operation is multiplication. So after multiplying, result must be 15. So the only option in a 5x5 puzzle is 5 times 3. Now let's look at cage F. Now in cage F, there are two cells and the operation is addition. So after adding, our result must be 9. The only option is 5 plus 4. Now let's look at cage G. Now cage G, there are two cells and the operation is multiplication. After multiplying, our result must be 6. So the only option for 5x5 in a 5x5 puzzle is 3 times 2. H is already gone. Next we'll look at cage I. Now in this case, there are two cells and the operation is addition. After adding, our result must be 3. So the only option for every Mathdoku puzzle is 3 plus 1 comes. 3 plus comes, then it will be 2 plus 1. Now cage J already gone. Now let's look at cage M. Now for cage M, there are two cells and the operation is subtraction. After subtracting, our result must be 2. So the options are 3 minus 1, 4 minus 2, and 5 minus 3. Now let's look at cage K. Now cage K is a special cage known as a freebie cage, and in this cage one number will be given and you have to only write down the number given, which in this case is 1. So we write down a 1 over here. Now let's write down the cages, the numbers which have one option. So cage E 5 and 3, cage J 5 and 3, cage F 5 and 4, cage G 3 and 2, cage I 2 and 1. Now let's start solving it. Now 5 and 3, you know that 5 and 3 will come in cage J. Let's look at cage G. Now in cage G there is a 3 and a 2. Now 3 can't come over here because then it would be a repeat of 3 in the same row. So over here it must be a 2 and on the top it will be a 3. It's the similar case for cage F. We know that 5 will come in over in this cage, so the 5 in cage F can't be over here, as if it was there then it will be a repeat of 5 in the same row. So here it would be a 4 and here a 5. Now let's look at cage E. Now in cage E the options are 3 and 5. Now as 3 already came over here, 3 can't come here, as if 3 came over there then it will be a repeat of 3 in the same column. So here 5 will go and 3 over here. Now let's again look at cage J. Now 3 can't come over here because then it will repeat of 3 in the same column. So here 5 will go and 3 will go. Now let's look at the same row. 4, 2, 3, 4 and 5 is filled out in the row, so the remaining number is 1. And in cage I the remaining number is 2. Now let's look at cage L. Now in cage L the options are 4 divided by 2 and 2 divided by 1. Now we can eliminate the option 2 divided by 1 because if we use that option then it will be a repeat of 1 in the same row. So here it will be 4 divided by 2, as 2 already came out in this column. 2 can't come over here, as then it will be a repeat of 2 in the same column. So here it will be a 4 and here a 2. Now let's look at the same row. The remaining numbers are 3 and 5. Now 3 cannot come over here, as then it will repeat of 3 in the same column. So here 5 will go and here 3. Now let's look at this column. Now this column 1, 2 and 3 is filled out. Now the remaining numbers are 4 and 5. Now 5 can't come over here because then it will repeat of 5 in the same row. So over here 4 will go and on the top 5. Now let's look at cage H. Now for cage H the only option is 4 minus 1, because if we use 3 minus 2 it would be a repeat of 3 and 2 in the same row. So here it will be 4 minus 1. We don't know the places, so we write it in the middle. Now, let's look at cage A. Now, in the same column, 1 is filled, 4 is filled, and 5 is filled. So the remaining numbers are 2 and 3. Now, as 3 already came over here, 3 can't come over here, as then it will repeat of 3 in the same row. So here 2 will go and here 3. Now for completing this row, here it would be a 1 as the 2, 3, 4 and 5 is already filled. Now in cage C, we can see that 1 is there in 2 divided by 1. 1 is filled, so the remaining number is 2. Now let's look at this column. I mean a cage H. Now cage H, the numbers are 4 and 1. Now 1 can't come over here because then it would be a repeat of 1 in the same column, which is not possible. So here will be 4 and here it will be 1. Now for completing this column, here it will be 4 because 1, 2, 3 and 5 came over here. 4, and for completing the whole puzzle, here it will be 1. Let's check our answers. 31425, 25314, 53142, 42531, 14253. So we have solved this 5x5 Mathdoku puzzle. Now this is the second puzzle. Let's name the cages. Cage A, cage B, cage C, cage D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Now cage A and cage M are the same, so they will have the same options. Now in both of these cages there are 2 cells and the operation is subtraction. After subtracting, our result must be 4. So the only option in a 5x5 puzzle is 5 minus 1. Now let's look at cage B. Cage B, there are 3 cells and the operation is multiplication. After multiplying, our result must be 6. So the only option is 1 times 2 times 3. Now let's look at cage C, cage I and cage K. Now in these cages there are 2 cells and the operation is subtraction. After subtracting, our result must be 1. So the options are 5 minus 4, 4 minus 3, 3 minus 2, and 2 minus 1. Let's look at cage D. Cage D, there are 2 cells and the operation is addition. So after adding, our result must be 9. So the only option is 5 plus 4. Now let's look at cage E. In cage E, there are 2 cells and the operation is division. After dividing, our result must be 2. So the only options are 4 divided by 2 and 2 divided by 1. Now let's look at cage F. The reason why I differentiated cage F and cage B is because cage B has 3 cells and cage F has only 2 cells. So in cage F there are 2 cells and the operation is multiplication. So after multiplying, our result must be 6. So the only option is 3 times 2. Now let's look at cage H. Now in Cage H, there are 2 cells and the operation is subtraction. After subtracting, our result must be 3. So the options are 4 minus 1 and 5 minus 2. Now, let's look at cage L. Now in cage L, there are 2 cells and the operation is addition. After adding, our result must be 4. So the only option is 1 plus 3. We can't write 2 plus 2 because then it will repeat of 2 in the same row. Now, let's look at kg and kj. Now, as I said in the previous puzzle, these are freebie cages and you have to write down the numbers, which in this case is 4 in kj and 1 in kg. Now, let's write down the options with only one option, the cages with only one option. Cage A, 5 and 1, cage M, 5 and 1, cage B, 1, 2, 3, and cage D, 5, 4, cage F, 3 and 2, cage L, 1 and 3. Now, let's look at cage B. Down cage B, the numbers are 1, 2, and 3. Now, 1 can't come in these both cages as then it will repeat of 1 in the same column. So, the 1 in cage B will come over here. 1. Now, let's look at this column. Now, 1 will come over here, 2 and 3 will come either in these 2 cells, and 4 will come over here. So the remaining number for this column is 5 over here. So 5 over here. Now the remaining number for the cage is 1. Now, let's again look at cage B. The remaining numbers are 2 and 3. In cage E, the options are 4 divided by 2 and 2 divided by 1. Now, in both of these options, there is a 2. So 2 will of course come in this cage. So that means that 2 will not come over here as then it would be a repeat of 2 in the same row. So here it will be a 3 and here a 2. Now in case E, we can eliminate the second option 2 divided by 1 as 1 has already came in the same row and it can't be repeated. So here it will be 2 and 4. Now let's look at the same row. 1 came, 1 is filled, 2 and 4 will come either in these cells and 3 came over here. So the remaining number for this row is 5, which will be written over here. Now for completing the cage, we write a 4 over here. Now, let's look at cage K. Now in cage K, the only option we can write is 5 and 4 because the other numbers are filled out in the same column. Now, as 4 already came in this row, so 4 can't be repeated in the same row, so 4 can't come over here, so the 4 will be over here and below 5 will go. Let's look at cage M. In cage M, the option is 5 and 1. Now as 5 came over here, 5 can't be repeated over in the same row. So the 5 in cage M will go over here and 1 will come over here. Now as 1 came over here, 1 can't come over here because then it will repeat of 1 in the same row. So 1 will go over here and 3 will go over here. Now for completing this row, 1, 3, 4 and 5 came, so the remaining number is 2. And for completing that column, here it is 3. Now for completing this row, 1 came over here, 3 came over here, 4 came, 5 came. The remaining number is 2. 2 will come over here and 3 will go over here. Now let's look at this row. Now in this row, the options are 2 and 5. Now as 5 came over here, 5 can't come over here, as then it will repeat of 5 in the same column. So the 5 in cage H would go over here and 2 will go over here. Now in cage E, the option is 2 and 4. Now as 2 came over here, 2 can't come over here because then it will repeat of 2 in the same column. So the 2 will go over here and 4 will come over here. Now for completing this column, 1 over here, 2 over here, 4 over here and 5 over here is already filled out. So the remaining number will be 3. And for completing the whole puzzle, here it is 4. Let's check our answers. 15243, 15243, 51324, 51324, 43152, 43152, 32415, 32415, 24531, 24531. And this is all about Mathdoku. Wasn't it interesting? For more useful videos, please subscribe to our channel, Brain Blitz Audios. See you soon. Ta-ta for now.